Sorry, this is what I get for prepping in advance and not paying attention. Yeah, I didn't realize that I had my mic muted. Yeah, it's been a good day. A very good day. How you doing, Washburn? Just trying to find myself a house. I'm house hunting. I appreciate it. You ready for tomorrow's creation cast? Have it very informal and just kind of go with the flow. Just shoot about anything and everything, pretty much. We'll start back there after that. Honestly, if you think about it, it's worth playing the game right now. Mainly because they're going to have a new expansion out this year, and playing it in between waiting for Ashes of Creation to full release, it'll give you something to do. It is a fun game, and the new class that they're bringing out, I laugh because Square Enix brought out what they call the Dark Knight. And in all honesty, the new Reaper class is more of a Dark Knight than the Dark Knight that they currently have given us. And the reason in which I say that is the fact that most of its skills that it uses, like guillotine, that I can see very clearly in the trailer, are literally Dark Knight skills. The weapon that they give you if you buy the Digital Collector's Edition is the Death Scythe, which is literally a Dark Knight only weapon from Final Fantasy XI. The Reaper is the only thing that makes it slightly different from the Final Fantasy that I know. So I kind of laugh about it, to be honest. And the other class, the I forget what it's called, looks really fun. The healer class. I actually do enjoy healer classes. I have an Astrologian that is partially leveled up that I actually have fun on. I feel like it's a very interesting concept. Like, have you ever played Final Fantasy XIV? Or would you be new at it if you actually jumped into it? And welcome all those that just joined the channel. I appreciate you being here. Hydrate! I shall do that, good sir. I played it. I'm just checking to see what my account status is, etc. So there is an introductory account one that's $12.99. You get one character per server. That's what I do usually, because the way this game is built, there's no reason to have multiple characters unless you are a masochist and you like redoing everything from scratch. Like, there's really no purpose to do it. This tank is getting beat on. Well, if you do decide to come back and you happen to be on my data server, which I'm not sure which one I'm on. I can figure it out, though. My server is Hyperion. Boom. Yeah, WoW and this game are two different breeds. Yeah, they definitely are. Well, okay, so this is the thing when it comes to the WoW and Final Fantasy XIV comparison. WoW is kind of dedicated towards kind of those that like extremely high oh, actually no, I wouldn't say high fantasy. That's a joke. Final Fantasy, I'm sorry, World of Warcraft is really good at certain things. Its PvP is definitely more superior than Final Fantasies. I'm not going to deny it. I've played the PvP here. I enjoy it, but it feels lacking. It feels like it was tacked on. World of Warcraft, they've got that down flat. Story content, Final Fantasy has it beat hands down. There's no denying that. There's like really no good story content in World of Warcraft. You could say, oh, but the lore. That means absolutely nothing to me, to be honest. Raid mechanic wise, raids here, once you figure them out, same with World of Warcraft, they become really easy to do. But if I had to say overall design of raid mechanics, Final Fantasy has it beat down in the sense of it's more shiny and more up to date on its graphics, where WoW is doing the best it can with such an old engine. Story in WoW is a bunch of reading more than watching cutscenes. That is very true. There is cutscenes in WoW, but it's not as good. WoW needs a WoW 2. They've been saying that for years. It's true. I agree. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Ah! Tank, save me! I'm just a red mage. Oh shit. Good thing I can cure myself. Well, this is the thing. WoW, they like money. They don't like making new content. They don't like making their community happy. They just want to milk the game till it's done, and then move on to the next property that's going to make them money. And no one can deny that, because honestly, yeah. You have a level 60 archer, so you've got a level 60 bard. That's good. Bards are always useful. They definitely are. It's a fun class. But if you haven't been around in a while, there's a lot of classes that you can unlock. Gunbreaker, Dark Knight, Astrologian, Jesus. I'm forgetting what else. I'll have to look at my list in a moment. I'm forgetting. Well, if you start again, try to get on Hyperion. That's the server I'm on. I can actually help you get started. It is a very, very established server. When I say established, it's a 1.0 like legacy server. So those that were here since the beginning of the game are on this server. So prices and stuff could be a little bit on the high side, but also profit is very good on the server too. Oh, Machinist is another class I'm thinking of. Let's see, classes. So there's Machinist, Dancer, Blue Mage, which is kind of a joke of a job, Astrologian, Gunbreaker, Samurai, Rogue, Dark Knight. Those are all the classes you probably didn't see since your character is only level 60. Your character, if you stop playing at 60, That would have been Heaven's Word. And that was when Astrologian and Dark Knight was released. Like, Red Mage, that came from... Nice! Welcome back to the addiction. Yeah, I can hand you, I'll hand you about 1 mil to get you started. I'm not poor. I've got about close to 18 mil. So, I will give you a warning. Streaming wise, unless you have a second PC, you can't stream this game in 4K. But to just straight out play it, yeah, you can just straight out play it on standard resolution for stream. Because if you try to put it on 4K, the stream goes to hell. And I watched it at the beginning of the stream because I forgot that I can't stream this in 4K. Suck it, you stupid monster. Trying to do as much damage before it does that. No, I can't let this thing grab me. Ah. Just got to get back to my body. Pew! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Got it. Gonna go dual PC when AOC comes out. I wish I could afford to do a dual PC. If I bought a new computer, then I could possibly consider that. But, that's not on the table for me right now. I'm not as well off as you are, Mr. Washburn, or Fane is. You guys are in a lot better position in life than I am. I know you're loaded, you piece of lovely individual. I must be nice. I must be nice. He is a co-host. I must be nice. Oh, crap. Again, not paying attention. Hey, I was nice, Rage. Hey, thank you, Charmander. I mean, Mr. Washburn for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the 8-Bit Army family. I have a feeling, and this is the only part that really sucks right now, I've been known as a Final Fantasy XI streamer for the longest time. So trying to, in a sense, rebrand myself as predominantly an Ash's Creation content creator, and on the side, Final Fantasy. Holy... Really? I know you could do that in your own stream, but yeah, I didn't expect you to do that here. So, Rage, oh, sorry, Blaze, welcome, man. How you doing tonight? You came into a gift-a-thon, pretty much, it feels like. Mr. Washburn is a fellow content creator for Ashes of Creation. And he's also part of Creation Cast, our brand new podcast. Yes, I did. I did play Ashes of Creation last weekend. You're more than welcome to ask any questions you'd like that I can possibly answer if you have a question. Charmander's going to take a while to disappear. But yeah, we have a podcast we're actually running tomorrow. So for those that are interested, please make sure you tune in to Mr. Washburn's channel tomorrow. That's where you'll find me. How did I like Ashes? I actually really enjoyed Ashes. So I'm part of the Alpha 1 test. I'm allowed to talk about it. I cannot show any visuals. So, I'll say this much. It's nice. If you want to learn more, tune in tomorrow for the podcast. Because we are definitely going to be going over a boatload of information about it. I don't want to ruin my content for tomorrow. I did play 2, but it was horrible for me. My take... So, I'm going to save some content for tomorrow. But my take in general... is besides the rubber banding, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the mage class I played. Boom. I love Verholy. It's so awesome. It looks amazing when it comes down on the person's face. But yeah, Blaze, make sure you turn in tomorrow on Mr. Washburn's channel. That's where you'll find me tomorrow. And then I'm going to upload the video to YouTube. And so will he and It's a Fane. All 3 of us. But yeah, besides the rubber banding at the beginning, which they did a really good job about dealing with, it was fun. And I'll go over in better details tomorrow what my full experience was. Dude, these dungeon fights are always so fun. Like, they're actually a challenge. You can't necessarily raffle stomp them, even if you have good gear. You still have to pay attention to mechanics, otherwise you wipe. Well, for me, now it's 1:32, and I just came earlier from work. Oh, man. That sucks. I work FedEx, so I work pretty much all day, and then I come home, and then I just start streaming this. Oh, Jesus. He's gonna hit me. That's gonna hurt. Ouch. But I'm a red mage, so I can heal myself. I can raise a party member and save their life. But why are you up so late at night if it's that late for you? Ow, Jesus, you piece of crap. Hey, there's technically skips in their cash shop, which, hey, I'll say one thing about that stupid cash shop of theirs. One thing. It's acceptable. But they are actually going back as developers and fixing the old content so you don't have to use the cash shop stuff. Unlike World of Warcraft, they don't go back and fix stuff. I gotta heal myself, otherwise this thing's gonna kill me. Because if that aetheryte transfer actually gets through, we're screwed. But that won't happen. Ow. No, like, so, I can't really talk about it, but we're going to be doing more testing soon. That's all I can really say. We're going to be doing a lot of testing, getting everyone ready. How many people will be in the podcast? It'll be 3 of us. It'll be Mr. Washburn, myself, and It's a Fane. All 3 of us are Alpha 1 testers. So we'll be the ones going over it. Yeah, I gotta update that because it says Thursdays. We're switching to Wednesdays. I forgot to do that. I'll do that later after stream. For our first podcast, we had about, I'd say about 40, 42 people show up, which wasn't too bad at all. So it'll only get better. Yeah, man, I do my best to talk about Ashes of Creation as much as I can. Even if I'm playing other games. I feel it doesn't matter what game I'm talking about. If you want to hear about Ashes, I will gladly talk about it. Yeah. Just right now, I just like saving content for tomorrow. So I don't like spill the beans on everything about the game today. I want a house. I want a house. So, this game has a shitty housing system the way it works. And I don't really like it, nor does most of the community like it. So, all these plots of lands on the upside and the low side, if you've got the money, you can buy them. But once someone owns a plot of land, that's it. You gotta wait till they unsub to the game. They go 30 days without stepping into their own house, and then it'll start the demolition process. And then after, 45 total days, the house will be demolished and available for repurchase. The smallest plot of land, which, here, let's I'll walk over and show you guys a small plot of land. It's not that big. Let's see. Let's find a small house. Alright, so this is a small plot of land right here. This is their idea of what a small plot of land is. The house will have a first floor and a basement. Not that bad. This right here, I think, is considered a medium-sized plot of land. It'll have a downstairs, a first floor, and a second floor. Definitely a lot bigger size. And let's find a big one. Alright, we're coming up on a big one here. This sucker right here, this is a large plot of land. Got it downstairs, it's got it upstairs, it's got side rooms. Oh my god, these guys went very elaborate with their place. Holy crap. Okay. I'm just trying to get around your craziness. This place looks awesome. Alright, let's go check this place out while we're waiting. This is probably a free company house. Wow. Is this like a book to sign in? Yeah. When people visit the place. These guys made like a massive library out of this place. They didn't even... How do you get to their basement? Do they not have a basement? Oh, oh, oh. I don't even know how this place works. This is the oddest house, free company house I've seen. Did I solo play Ashes of Creation? Is that what you were wondering? For the testing? Sword of Legends. Oh, no, I didn't even try that. I never got a chance to try Sword of Legends. You said, did you play solo? And that made me think like solo play in this game or Ashes of Creation. You threw me for a loop. They really should not have named their game that. The acronym is horrible. I heard about Sword of Legends. I just haven't played it. Maybe we'll get lucky in Gridania and I can get a plot of land. Oh no, it's cool, man. I've only heard about it. I didn't really watch any videos on it, but generally when it comes to Asian MMOs, I don't have a high opinion of them. Specifically ones like that. Like Japanese MMOs like Final Fantasy, I've got a high opinion of because for the most part, after 1.0 of this game, they started listening to their community and actually giving a damn what the community had to say. So, my opinion of Final Fantasy is high, but other ones, like, I've tried, like, BDO. I own BDO. I could play it, but I feel very overwhelmed in that game. Very overwhelmed. I don't feel like I learn a lot from that game. I don't feel like I have a lot of fun. Because the game is very heavily, I mean heavily, on the grind aspect. It does not cater to the relaxed player. Either you're willing to grind like all high hell, or you're not going to get anywhere. True! What's up, my friend? Is that the real verified streamer Daku playing Final Fantasy XIV, the award-winning MMORPG, which now has a free trial up to level 60, included the Heavensward expansion? Yeah, it is a free trial. You can get all the way up there, and holy crap, that was a lot of information I had to read. Oh my lord. Oh. That just hurt my brain a little bit. Just a little bit. Dude, it is. I'm literally... So yesterday, for my discussion of Alpha 1, I had my character sitting in my house, my free company, my personal apartment in the game. And I just had him kneeling down in front of the fireplace as I went over my experiences of the Ashes of Creation. Speaking of which, of course, that pops up right there, my code. But hey, if you want a true, like, brain-numbing experience, try to climb to the top of this tower. It will drive you insane. Like, absolutely insane. It's a jump puzzle all the way to the top of that place. I've only completed it twice. I did it for a race to get some free money in the game. And the first time it was to get that little orb thing, which I can't even figure out how to get to that one. That one, I think I need to get up to here and jump down to get to that. And I just, no. No. I have no interest in going through that punishment again. But, yeah. I'll definitely say this game's housing system sucks so badly. It's not even funny because if you don't log in at a very specific time, there's people that will buy 4 houses. And the houses aren't cheap. A small plot of land is 3 million gil. A medium-sized plot of land, I think, is somewhere around 10 or 12 mil. Or no, it's like 9 or 10 mil. And then a large plot of land's anywhere between 18 to 20 mil at the base price. I've got 18 mil right now. I can almost afford a large plot of land. But there's no plots of lands available. And the community on this game had to whine and beg for them to even add an extra 30 plots of land in every single city. And still, there's not enough houses to go around. Because there'll be people that buy a free company house and then individual members buying their own houses. Because it's kind of like the ultimate status symbol to have a house in this game. Kind of like I feel free companies are going to be the same in Ash's Creation. Housing in that is going to be a massive... Ooh. Okay. Hold on. I see a plot of land. I see a plot of land in Shirogane. Where was that house? Oh, right there. That's a good spot, too. I want it. I want it. Screw you, Duty Finder. I don't care about you right now. You are not important. Now the question is, will I be able to buy it right now? Because look at all these people waiting. See, this is what happens. The plot of land is not ready to be purchased yet. It says 16 hours. But, so... That's one of the things right there that really irks me. From the 30-minute mark after land has been destroyed till 22 hours later, sometime within that period of time, it will finally unlock and you can buy the house. It's not whoever has the money can buy it right there and then. You have to pretty much wait for it. And I was sitting at a house earlier today while I was at work. I was using remote desktop on my computer. And this place is so freaking bright. And, like, literally, someone sniped it out from underneath me. I was like, how the hell did this happen? Like, I had the money, I was ready, I wanted to buy it right there and then, and I just couldn't. I literally saw the person as they bought it and then put a house down within milliseconds later. I'm going to pre-order as soon as I have enough money to do so. I'm getting ready for a vacation with my kids, unfortunately, and true... Sorry, I'm not going to be there for the beginning of the NDA drop. The full NDA drop. I'm going to... July 9th through the 11th, since Steven pushed it back, which I'm not mad about. I'm going to be hiking a mountain with my kids. That's going to be our vacation. It's something we all enjoy doing. Like, when they pushed it back, I was a little sad, a little annoyed, but not completely mad. Well, if he wants to. True, you want to put your face out there and show the world who the truth of Axiom is? That, yes, I know that was corny, but I just don't care. Truth is like, do I really want to get on with these two foolish new members? I don't think so. Okay. You just gotta bring the energy. You can't be mellow. Because you, as I feel in Discord, you are a mellow individual. We got to see the energy out of you. We got to see what you're all about. I don't know if you heard, but Fane and Mr. Washburn had Margaret in their chats yesterday, and it actually turned out pretty well. She was hanging out. She was getting a lot of praise from the community when they were in her on the channel. They were showing her so much love. Kind of like you vet us for the first month. Which, again, I don't even mind that. That makes sense. You want to make sure that you're not going to get a bunch of lazy bums that aren't going to pull their weight within the community. I would love to get her in mine. I'm still new to the community. Like, I've only started doing Ashes of Creation content. I'm very active on Twitter now, and I get them to like and retweet my stuff, but not often. What class should you play? If you're playing Final Fantasy, do you like being a tank? Do you like being a healer, support, or DPS? What's your jive? If you play a bard, you'll both be damage dealer and support. If you're someone that likes to eat stuff in the face, like a tank, you have multiple options. And the healer class is... Healing is actually fun in this game. I'm hoping heavily that they make healing fun in Ashes of Creation. That is something that a lot of developers have a hard time doing, is making a healing class fun. Tend to play the ranged DPS. Alright, so there's Machinist. Oh, Jesus Christ, I hate this thing. Stop knocking me up. I was not underneath that water. So yeah, you could even be my class, which is Red Mage. So you are a damage dealer from casting range, but you can also go in melee. And you have the capability of healing and emergency raises with fast cast. Oh, shit. So, after your first cast, you get a fast cast, and your second cast is instant. So, sometimes if I'm about to get hurt, I'll quickly use a fast cast. And then I'll jet in like this once I have over 80 energy. Jump in, and I'll get access to Ver Fire, Ver Flare, or Ver Holy. So yeah, if you want to do ranged, either Red Mage, Machinist, Bard, Black Mage, Red Mage. Alright, I'm going to run around so I stop getting hit by these stupid puddles. Oh yeah, I forgot about Dancer. That's right. Dancer's the other one. And that's actually a pretty fun class. But you have to get one of your main classes over a certain level and be at a certain point in the storyline. Thank you, Zara, for sharing that info. I appreciate it. Stupid little frog. Tricks are for kids. I've played Dancer up to... Let's see here. Where's my Dancer class? Dancer I played up to 64. Machinist I played to 61. So these are all your physical range damage dealers. Bard, Machinist, Dancer. All your casting ones, you got Arcanist, which turns into Summoner. Red Mage, Blue Mage can only go up to, I think, level 60, and it's a special job. You can't do Dungeon Finder or raids or anything like that. It's just a gimmick job. And that's it, pretty much. These ones are all your range things. What are we waiting on? And good evening to everyone that's joined. I appreciate you guys being here. Who do we got here? Of course, we've got a couple bots in here, which sucks, but it is what it is. So Machinist, you'll be able to get access to that, I think, at level 60. You have to make it to the Heavensward expansion. So once you have access, you have a character over level 60, you'll be able to do that. So, for the time being, if you want to work on range class, I'd say either Arcanist or Thaumaturge would be a good one to just kind of burn up quickly. Or if you want to be a healer, build up a healing class, you can instant dungeon queue almost all the time. And you'll be able to level up pretty quickly. Dude, what are we waiting for? Where is this, Why are we waiting? What are these two doing? Yeah, I would say do a healer for the first. That way you can just dungeon queue your way to victory all the time. Okay. We're gonna three-man this without the other guy because he's AFK. We don't need the other guy anyways. But yeah, if you can get on Hyperion, I'll set you up, Mr. Washburn. As I said, I got about 18 mil. I'll give you like 1 mil to get started. You won't need more than that for a very long time. With that amount of money, you should be able to work on a crafting class and everything easily. Yep, Hyperion. It's actually in the title of my stream, the server I'm on. That was a little bit slow without the last person, but hey, it was still fine. Oh, holy crap, that's a lot of frickin' hornets. Yeah, who else here plays Final Fantasy? Like, just to preface it, I'm playing this till I can play Ashes of Creation and stream it. I'll still probably play this on the side, but, like, you know what? I want to play Ashes more than I want to play this. But I'm excited to play Reaper class when it comes out. Dude, those Fungars, those are straight out of Final Fantasy XI. Those are some nostalgia right there, seeing those suckers. So, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of Machinist, since that's what you said you're interested in playing. Machinist, of course, has a pet that it will fight with. And you can choose between a couple different machines, some of which can be supportive ones to help your allies, like restore stuff to make it easier for them. And then you've got range turrets, and then a AoE up close turret. Everything is kind of based off of like a gun gauge system of sorts. And it gets more complicated as you get higher level. Like, you can get an attachment for your gun that you can put on, which will be a skill that when you put it on, you cannot move. You're kind of locked in place to use your skills, but they're more powerful. So, like, there's a lot of management involved when it comes to the Machinist class. You gotta manage your heat gauge and stuff like that. Manage what your automatation's doing. Oh, about the days that we're going to be testing? Yes. I don't know if that's still technically under NDA, so I'm not going to say exactly which days. I'm still trying to walk the line about certain things we're allowed to talk about, because Steven did not say if we could talk about it. So I'm going to leave that alone. I can actually talk about my experience, Shin. I liked it. It was a lot of fun. There was, of course, broken and stuff that you'd expect in a true alpha, which is what this is. But even just the testing world that we were in was massive. I mean, massive. I played the mage class, which you probably shouldn't be surprised by. And the mage class was very powerful. It was very good at 1-2-shotting monsters. But the winner of the alpha would probably be the cleric class. It could PvP like nobody's business, which was a little weird. It could deal damage and it could heal through the damage, which no other class could do. And we'll actually be doing a live podcast tomorrow night, Shin, over on Mr. Washburn's channel. So if you want to hear like more detailed experiences from those two who, if I'm not mistaken, they've been in more than just the weekend alpha test and they're allowed to talk about it, you'll get more details out of the two of them compared to me. I'll still be sharing my full experience tomorrow. But, oop. But how you doing tonight, Shen? I hope you've had a good day. I love how fluid you can be with a red mage. But I did not like AOC at all, really. Well, here's a question, and I'm going to ask this, I'm saying it with a straight face. Were you playing it to play it, or were you playing it to test it? The reason I ask that is, this was to test, not to play. Because it's going to look a hell lot different 1 year from now. Okay, so you were playing it to play. I'm not going to knock you for that, because I have a feeling a lot of people were there for that reason too. I was there, like, I bought into the alpha to test. Because I knew I wasn't going to necessarily have fun stepping into this alpha. I knew that there was going to be bugs, I was going to get frustrated, and I was going to have to retry and try again. Well, on the last day, there was actual fun. Steven actually jumped on our server, and I think he did it on a couple other people's servers too. Jumped on our server, leveled up everyone to 15, leveled up a node to level 3, was teleporting people to the big dragon he showed in the... whatchamacallit? In the live stream. And we had some fun with that. So there was fun to be had. It's just you had to be on at the right time for it. And there was a dungeon that I know Truth and the rest did that they got to experience, and I'm sure we'll talk about that tomorrow from Fane's point of view. Yeah, like, you just had to go looking to have fun. Like, I unfortunately didn't get a lot of playtime like I wanted to because I'm a dad and I had to take care of my kids. But towards the end, on the last day after my kids left, I got a good chunk of time to play. I did a little bit of PvP, got my butt kicked. I heard some people went negative 800 XP debt, which is absolutely bonkers. Oh, you're in queue to get on my server? It's not that bad of a queue. It's somewhere around 23 or so people just to get on my server. Which I imagine that's going to go back up. You kind of joined at the right time, Washburn. But Shin, I would say by the time we get to the month-long test, there will be more to do. That will be when we're allowed to stream it, so they're gonna want to put their best foot forward to showcase the game. So I honestly feel by then, there'll be a lot more for us to experience. Yeah, that makes sense. There was rubber banding, and that was to be expected. And the first day, I couldn't defeat the play button boss. That was the funniest crap in the world. But you know what? It's expected. They gotta iron out all these things now, because, like, think about it. They just got out of Alpha 0. And they just entered into Alpha 1. Well, it was a preview Alpha 1. So I expected the absolute bare minimum out of this game. I did not expect anything beyond that. I came in tempering my expectations because if I jumped on and just hyped the living crap out of the game, I was going to regret it. Ow, that stupid bleed. Oh. It almost sounds like they weren't, though. That's the thing. Like, I'm not making fun of you. I'm not saying that, like, your expectations were not warranted. You spend $500 like the rest of us, and you want your experience to be an amazing one. You wanted it to be something to look forward to. I'm gonna fail at this. Oh, can I make it? Can I make it? Yes. I have failed that before. I hate those frickin' walking... You can't think of another MMO where you've had to do that kind of thing to get across. This game's very good at those kind of mechanics to... can you do more than just DPS? Whoa! Forgot this guy gets big. No, I don't want to be in front of that. But yeah, like I was saying, you had expectations, you spent a good chunk of money, and you expected more. As long as you don't pull the thing that a lot of the other content creators that were kind of acting petty. When Steven announced that they were going to delay the week-long and the month-long by an extra month, there was quite a few content creators that showed their dissatisfaction because of that. And they were really petty about it. They were like, I paid $500 to play this game, to showcase content, and I can't do it. I want my money back. And that's just petty. Play it to test it. Don't play it to play it. You want to play it to play it, wait till the beta. That's just how I feel about it. But, like, if you're truly invested in the game's future, you'll play it to help it make it be an awesome MMO. So, sorry, I'm passionate about that. Oh, I didn't pay attention. I'm a frog! Woohoo! You mean 3 years, right? Because the backing was 3 years ago. He turned himself into a frog. Yeah, the backing period I think was about 3 years ago to be honest. Ooh, outdoor furniture. I don't have this one. Please. Ah, he got it. Oh, I got the orchestra roll. That's, I guess, okay. I wanted the outdoor furniture. I didn't know you could get something from here for an outdoor furniture. I want this house. Watch, this house is going to be gone by the time I log in tomorrow morning. Let's see here. So I've done that. We'll do main scenario now. Hey, Keek, what's up? Why I so poor? I've got 18.8 mil, man. I'm not poor. I swear I saw someone post that, oh no, maybe you're right. You're right. Never mind, Shin. I'm sorry. I just came back to the game, like 2 days ago, Keek. And I barely spent any money. All the money I made was off of fish tanks. Fish tanks! Oh, and Washburn, when you get in the name, my character name is Dokumal Charon. Charon. Charon actually stands for, he was the man who was the ferryman for the River of Styx. So my character name, in a sense, means Ferryman of Death. Yep. Yeah, Charon was the ferryman that you would pay the coin to travel across the River of Styx to Hades, and where Cerberus, the guard dog, would be waiting for you. No, Charon. It wasn't Charon. Let's look it up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm sorry. Charon is Greek mythology and Roman mythology. Charon is a psychopomp, the ferryman of Hades. Got you, Rage. I got the spelling. I wouldn't have screwed up that badly. Let me invite you to party. Now, where are you? I'll come back to this later, and watch it be bought by the time I come back to this later. Alright. I gotta find... What city did you start in? I'm trying... Okay, so the way it works for buying houses in this game is 30 minutes to 22 hours after the game goes live. I'm not going to be able to buy it. I'm going to have to sit here and camp this till it becomes available, and it's 100% random. Which is bullshit. Where are you so I can come to you, goddammit? Okay, you're in Gridania. On my way to Gridania. Yeah, I wish I had that kind of freaking luck. That would be so nice to have that kind of luck. Oh, oh, oh! I see you. Oh, look at that cute little... Or no, that's not you. Where are you? Oh, you're back over here. Oh, you made a girl. Okay. How do I trade? I forget. Oh, I'll invite you to the free company. Then... Let's see... 3... Oh, no. I forgot 1-0. Ah! There we go. That'll be a nice little start for you. Hey, Kristen, what's up? Quick, everyone make shows on Hyperion. Asked Aku for Gil. I only gave him 1 mil. It's not like I gave him that much. So what class did you start as? I didn't even look. Examine. Oh, you started as a Lancer. Sort. Hold on. Trying to see if I have any Lancer equipment that's low level. I probably do in my storage. Hold up. That I'll never use again. Do you want an invite the persona? Or I already did. I had invite privileges. Where is... Oh, I think I need to go in the house real quick. Well, oh, you might... Oh, yeah, you're right. You might not be able to accept it yet till, whatchamacallit? I can't think about it right now. Till you hit a certain point in the story. There you go. By the way, the character named Peggy is actually my ex. I did that as kind of a joke. Dude, I have so much freaking gear, including lures and stuff when I actually care to do fishing. Of course, I made a Rogan named after myself, which is hilarious. Oh, there we go. Retrieve from retainer. Can't give you my high level one, because I think my Lancer still needs that. Trying to think if there's any low-level gear that I have that I can just throw at you to help you get started. 'Cause I'm sure I've got gear that I can just throw at you. Or I might have actually cleared out a good chunk of my low-level gear, but I've at least got a weapon for you. So when you hit level 12, you'll have a dungeon weapon to use already. Alright, now I just gotta find you. Hey, come back here. Get back here. Trade. I hope I can trade this. It's something I actually crafted myself. That way, as soon as you hit level 12, you have a pretty good weapon to get started on. How do you, slash played? Is there a command in Final Fantasy, Kristen? I forget to check how many days played you played on this game. Slash time. Oh, playtime. All right. 82 days played, 6 hours and 22 minutes. Yeah, it already got answered. 920 days subbed. Oh, I've got you beat on that. On this character alone, I've only got 82 days game played. Let's give you a round of applause, Keek. You remembered that kind of information. But I'll leave party now so you can go kick some ass. Look at that. See you in orange now. I'll shadow box you. Good old shadow boxing. Alright. Let us queue up for a main scenario. That'll hit me level 75. I wonder if there's... Where's my crafting book? I wonder if there's anything else I could craft him real quick if I change to a crafting class. I'd have to go buy materials, though. I'll leave it to him, because if I keep just giving him everything for free, he won't get it done on his own. Yep. Well, the weapon I gave him is something that I crafted, which will be better than a quest item. At least as a starting point. Alright. Let's check which node was it. I feel like it was one of the higher end ones I was looking at. Now I can't remember. Wouldn't that be funny in the time that I walked away from that plot of land that it got sold? Nope, there it is. It's still there. So 13. Let's keep looking to see if there's any other ones there for sale. Which I doubt there is. I'm hoping they add housing to Ishgard, because I helped finish the Ishgard reconstruction thing. And I think they said it's coming in 6.1 or something. Okay, so 13 is the only one that's got a plot of land. Yes. There's one house available right now, Kristen. And it's in Kugana. It's in this area. It's right there. It's actually a good plot of land. It's not as good as like a big company house one, but still. Yeah, I was sitting in front of a house earlier today, and I did not get it. I actually was using mobile computer control, and every time I tried, it said I had 1 hour and 10 minutes left till it was available to buy. I looked away for like a couple minutes to do a couple deliveries. Oh, I know, I already visited the guild house. I rated it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's anywhere between 30 minutes to 22 hours it takes for a house to actually show up. What did I say my playtime was? Playtime. 82 days, 6 hours, 27 minutes. I imagine there's people with a lot higher player count because they've been, whatchamacallit, playing non-stop over the last couple of years. But Kristen, you want to see something kind of funny? You notice what that is behind me? You probably recognize that collector's edition. That's the 1.0 version. It's one of the few things I'm proud of is having the 1.0 collector's edition. And my old CD, my keygen from the 1.0 that came with it. Person's just playing music. I have 1.0 security. Nice. Yeah, I use mine too. I still have that. And even though I'm not playing the game anymore, and it's a little on the dirty side because it's old, I have the Molten Core Dogs World of Warcraft one too. Which they don't even sell these keygens anymore. So, still proud to have it. Like, let's see. I can show you some of my other jobs and how geared they are. Like, so this is my level 80 samurai. He's not too badly geared. I still have some of my weathered gear on and stuff like that from hitting level 80. Soul Crystal and all that jazz. I got my Astrologian, which is sitting at level 55. This healing class is so fun to play. It really is. I kind of forget how to play it, but it's a fun class to play. Let's see, what other classes do I have? I got my Samurai. I got my Dancer. Dancer is definitely a fun class. I don't know if I'll level it up all the way, though. But it has its moments. Keep hitting the wrong button. I got my old Machinist, which was the one you were talking about. I was working on this guy for a while. I almost like kind of don't remember how to play this class. See, Bard, my Blue Mage, which just plain out looks badass. He uses a freaking cane, man. A cane. I still have my... Yeah, I got my SWTOR Collector's Edition also. My SWTOR Collector's Edition, I never opened up the, whatchamacallit. Here's my Dragoon. I never opened up the Darth Malgus statue. It's still encased in the foam. I never even took off the protective seal on it. Did I? Oh, I don't have all the gear for that. This other person's showing off also. Because they see me switching through all my classes. This game gets very competitive when it comes to gear. They have a really cool polearm. Gotta say, that's a pretty cool polearm. Emerald Parson. But it's made to look like a different weapon. There we go. Oh, I can't click on the house, the place card because of where I'm sitting. Well, I don't want to sit up there if I can't click on it. Oh. Yeah, but I'm happy. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Ash's creation during the podcast. That's going to be fun. And then next week, maybe we can get True on. Have him talk about it. So many things to go over. So many things. I remember when they opened up this zone of Shirogane. The very first day, it was literally a bum rush, everyone clicking on the person. To get in the zone, it was so laggy. It wasn't even funny. And when I got to the plot of land, I'd already pre-planned I was going to buy, and I had all the money for it. I was hyped. As I got there, I got an error. And someone else was able to click on it first and buy it. I was so mad. Because I was going to buy a medium-sized plot of land. I was so prepared for it. Like, I think I've already crafted the house. Because I'm like a max level woodworking. And my woodworking gear is like top notch. Actually, I don't have a lot of the Mastercraft recipes. I gotta work on that. I don't think I got anything else to quote-unquote Mastercraft except for woodworking. Do you still need to enter the house every 30 days or so to keep it up? Yes. As long as someone either within your free company or someone that you gave access to your own house walks in that door once every 30 days, you won't lose the house. Being the fact every night I would log off, I would set my home point to my house. And I would teleport back to my house every night. Because if I'm going to invest the in-game money to buy a house in this game, I'm going to make sure that I actually use it. And I actually decorate it the way I want it. I'm actually selling... I got to show you guys this. This is crazy. So, a long time ago, during like the early years of this game, I came across this item. The ornamental bamboo tree. You can't get this thing anymore. Now, if we were to look up the thing... Let's see. When was this released? Moonfair 2014. This thing has sold on some servers for as much as about 40 mil to as low as what I'm selling it for right now, which is 4.5. This server, as you can see, people are trying to sell it for about 5 mil to 4.9. History-wise, it's kind of bounced all over the place. Yeah, but this one right here, the ornamental bamboo, you can't buy that on the Mog Station. This one is like... This is a vintage item. It is definitely a vintage item. Kind of like mounts and everything. Like, let's see. Mount collection. If we were to look at just my regular mounts. Got the black chocobo, the fat chocobo, the mech armor, the Gobu, the 1.0 collector's edition mount. This was also 1.0 collector's edition. At least I think it was. Got the behemoth. I got, of course, the griffin, which you get as kind of a free mount. I did the event to get this one. Got that. Got the YOLO event. Ixion, I farmed this mount to all high hell to get this thing. It took a while to get that one. Mana Clipper, you get that for free. The Falcon, you get that for free. I did the event for the Regalian. This came with the Storm... No, not Stormblood. Shadowbringers expansion. Midgar Soma, you got that for finishing a main story. So, kind of put a lot of work into getting those things, but also not completely. There we go. Finally, a do you roulette. Oh, the cutscenes for this one are so long. I have enough time right now to go make a new drink while I wait for this. That's how long this takes. Like I told you, just enough time to actually make a drink. Gotta make sure I click on this so I don't get killed by these mobs. So the reason I'm doing all my roulettes right now is, in all honesty, it's the quickest way to level. Because most of the quests that you can do in this game, they don't give a lot of XP. If you do all your daily roulettes every single day, you can get about 1, maybe 2 levels just doing them. It's like that much easier to actually get it done. And I'm only, once I level up, I'll be, what, 5 levels away from max level, and I can start doing some of the main scenario stuff that I have not done. I've done a lot of it, but since I took like almost, what, a year and a half off of this game, there's probably a lot of story content that I'm very far behind on. And I want to make sure I'm ready for Endwalker, so I can kind of walk into Endwalker ready to go. Come on, Mr. Tanks. Hold on, why did they aggro me? I wasn't the first one. There we go. Well, a tank and a healer died. Poor tank and healer. They should not have had to die for our cause, but they did. Someone in the free company was just talking about DPS meters. That is no bueno in this game. Kind of like Steven is not a fan of that in Ashes of Creation. And I'm not a fan of it either, but that's a hot topic with the community. And we're probably going to discuss something like that on Creation Cast. Not tomorrow, but on our next live podcast. But this week it's going to be on Wednesday. We switched it to Wednesday. Let's see. I wish I could skip through this kind of content, like the chat part, because I've seen it so many times, but kind of can't go through it. I wish I could show you this. Oh man. Steven is messing around with emotes with the Ashes of Creation Discord, and he created a toast motion emote specifically for Lieutenant Toast. What a good man. It's good to see that he has some time on his hands to screw around and create new emotes to show love to his staff. I hate these analytic bots. I'm just gonna ban that now and just get rid of it. What Final Fantasy was the first time we saw one of these Colossus Magitech armors? Can any of you guys remember that? I used to be afraid of those things. By the way, for those in chat, I have to ask, how is the lighting on my stream? Is it a little bit better now? I hope it is. Because I kind of invested in a Elgato key light. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on a sec, Rage. I kind of dulled down that particular part. I don't really need to do it tonight. If eventually I switch over the podcast, which I have to discuss that with Washburn and them, to this channel, I might actually need moderators, but till then, probably not. Generally, most people in here are pretty damn chill and they don't cause problems. Which I respect the community for that. I actually felt like I had more toxic people within, and I'm no offense, I felt like I had more toxic people in the Final Fantasy XI community than I did, whatchamacallit, than the Final Fantasy XIV or Ashes community. Like, there's quite a few really nice individuals in the Ashes community, like, I'm sorry, Final Fantasy XI community, but, like, the idea of playing any other games, very close-minded towards it, and that kind of was frustrating as a streamer. Whereas those that play Final Fantasy XIV, or WoW, or other games, aren't as close-minded. They're willing to watch other games. I love Final Fantasy XI, don't get me wrong. It's just like, I'm kind of burnt out on it this current moment. And there's so much content to do in this game, it's not even funny. Yeah, Rage, I got the Elgato Key Light Air. It's one that sits on my desk and everything. I gotta get a second one so it can deal with the shadows. Like, I get shadows on one side of my face. I want to have it properly lit on both sides. Because, yeah. Yeah, I gotta get a second Air. I could only afford one right now. But I gotta get a second one. Like, it kind of bugged me, and I know it was kind of meant as a constructive criticism. It bugged me that someone said that it kind of didn't look that good on my end, and I felt kind of bad. So I went out and just bought at least one of those pieces. Once I have maybe another Twitch payout or something, I'll buy a second key light. I know it is. God, do I know it is. Have you ever watched Harris Heller? Also known as the quote-unquote stream doctor. He does the Alpha Gaming Network. Yeah, he has recommended some of the stuff that I use. I don't take everything he says for gospel, but some of the things he mentions are pretty on point. Like, I've got the Stream Deck. I use it. It is useful. The Elgato Wave, he suggested that, and it's the best damn microphone I've ever gotten. I do need to buy the pop filter for it, though. I cheaped out and didn't buy the pop filter. Yeah, certain things that he suggests, I don't need them. Other things he suggests are spot on. Like, he reviewed the brand new Nueve, kind of GoXLR 2.0 type scenario thing. He said, in concept, it's great. It has a touch panel, it has all the faders you need and everything, but its software is absolute trash. So, and he's right. So, I'll stick with what I've got. For the most part, my streaming setup is all done. I maybe need just a pop filter and a second key light, and I'm all set. I'm not going to buy any other software unless, or any other gear, unless I need to and something breaks. So I'm almost at the end of my rabbit hole. Just one more key light, and I'm all done. But I feel like I gotta step up my game against Fane, because he's got that cool map in the background, and I'm thinking of an idea of something that I might want to do. It's not going to be necessarily one-upping him, but sidestepping. Yeah, I know those are great, but I can't find a good enough reason at my current level as a streamer to go out and buy those, because those are more expensive than the Razer Kaio that I'm currently using, which is a good webcam, don't get me wrong, but I just can't find a reason. Well, I'm going to expense my microphone and my key lights this year. Those are going to be an expense for streaming, because streaming is considered a business. So I am going to actually expense those this year, so I can get some money back on my taxes for the next year. Because both of those I bought within this year. So I never actually knew till I did my tax returns this year that I could claim stuff from streaming as a tax write-off. Never knew it. So it's definitely was an eye-opener for me. Like, technically I could claim my desk, this, and the microphone is all write-offs. You knew that, Rage, right? That you could, any of the equipment that you buy in a given year for streaming, you could use that as a tax write-off as long as you keep the receipt. And it'll help you get a little bit more money back on your tax returns. Which I know you don't stream as much these days because you're focusing on educational related stuff, which more props to you, my friend. Hold on, you weren't doing your own taxes? Oh yeah, you are younger than me. I just remembered that. I've been doing my own taxes since I was probably about 20. I learned at a young age how to deal with it. Shut up, Rage. I'm only 37, god damn it. I'm not that old. I'm not even old enough to be your dad, thank the frickin' Lord. If I was, that would be a little disturbing. I'm actually trying to change my stream name on Twitch Rage to just straight Daku. There is a channel named Daku that has 3 followers. Has never streamed. And is literally holding my name hostage. I have to, like, actually petition Twitch to get that name freed up for me so I can actually get it. Because I could literally say it's a branding name for me. Because it kind of is. Most people don't call me Daku Mauler. They just call me Daku. So I kind of have embraced that. And even in my logo, it says Daku. It says Daku Mauler below it and just kind of hyphenated. Yeah, and yours that works well for you because your aesthetics fall into the category of Rage Plague. I wasn't even going to bring that up. I was going to leave that alone. Dude, this boss fight was always a joke. Boss fight was never a challenge. Not even back in the day when it was error content. This changes nothing. I think I've only gone through... I haven't gone through a single branding name change. And even changing it to just straight Daku, instead of Dr. Mahler isn't really much of a brand name change. I don't really need to change any of my social media stuff, except for Twitter, which I don't know if I could get that changed. But hold on, I've got a social media guru in the channel, and he knows who he is. He might have a better idea of this. Right? Mr. Social Media Guru. Or Twitter Guru. Yeah, but what if it's taken by someone else? Can you petition to get it? Or do you have to contact the person and hope that they're willing to give it to you? Yeah, I might have to do that. I haven't actually looked on Twitter to see if I'm going to need to do that. Probably do, though. I want to work on the Twitch side of things first. I haven't gone around to doing it yet, but I got to do it. Now, Washburn, were you around when they added in the Savage Ultimate Weapon challenge? Where literally it was as though you were fighting every single Primal plus Ultimate Weapon all at the same time? They added that into this game, and I've watched someone do it. It is absolutely bonkers. Like, it just doesn't even compute to me. Like, you have to, like, move all the time, like, absolute perfect sequence to actually complete it. But you get some of the best loot in the game. Oh, I never did it either. I've done some Savage runs of certain things. I didn't get too far in the Binding Coils of Bahamut back in the day. I think I made it to turn 6. And that's it. Binding Coils of Bahamut was a very fun raid. But it was very rage-inducing back when I did it. Like, you want a hard raid? Final Fantasy has some really hard raids. Like, that I would say put World of Warcraft to shame. Some of WoW's raids are amazing. Alright, Washburn, have a wonderful night, man. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the subs. I do appreciate it. And as always, my friends, stay awesome. And I will see you tomorrow for Creation Cast. There's people streaming the Ashes Creation channel. There is. The topic today is NDA ready to be removed. Huh. Sharing my secrets, no NDA verbal. Yeah, now see, that's where some other Ashes Creation content creators have an advantage over me. Some of them have been in it since 2017. And I mean it. Some of them have been in it since 2017. So when it comes to talking about the game's history and all the stuff they've experienced, they have so much more of a leg up than I do. I've only got one weekend. One weekend worth of information to go off of. But soon I'll have more to talk about. Because there's going to be more testing coming up. Can't say when. But if we're given permission to talk about those testing, I will gladly share it with you guys. Because the moment July 14th, or I'm sorry, July 9th rolls around for everyone, that's when the full NDA is dropped, and we're all allowed to talk about it. We got a golden Frieza here. You would think that they would put more effort into his eye plate since you're gonna like zoom in so much. Like the details of all of our characters are very detailed. But like his is not very detailed. It's kind of sad. Oh. And who dares me? Who dares me when Endwalker comes out to change my race to the male Vera? Who wants to see a bunny boy? And yeah, you heard me. That they're finally allowing us to be the male Vera, which in the Final Fantasy lore, the male Vera were never really seen. They were kind of hidden in the Final Fantasy lore. You never really saw them. Oh my god, did we beat him so quickly. We're all level synced down to this anyway, so we're fighting with, in a sense, max level stats against these bosses that back in the day you barely had enough gear to come into this. I would say, Rage, is there any game you're looking forward to coming up? Even though you're doing schooling and stuff like that, is there any game in particular that you really want to play? Oh, good old Ultimate Weapon. The Savage version of you is so much funner. Even the version below Savage, whatever the hell it's called. Now, funny enough, during this time in the game's history, Gunbreaker class didn't exist yet. So every time we saw this character, we kept thinking, they're going to add Gunbreaker to the game. Because he has a gun sword. And it took them 2 expansions, if I'm not mistaken, before they finally added in Gunbreaker. Or no. Heaven's Word, Stormblood. No, Shadowbringer. Yeah, Shadowbringer is when Gunbreaker came out. Yeah, 3 expansions since the original. Have you been doing Bed Wars or anything like that, Rage? Because I know Bed Wars is something that a lot of people like to watch if you get really good at it. Stupid vulnerability thing. It's got to wear off so I can actually start beating on this thing. Till then, I can't really do any good damage to it. Alright, here we go. Now we can start beating on this thing vigorously. Oh, shoot. Ah, yeah, I should have known that. Geo Crush. This is like Titan all over again, pretty much. I love the Titan fight. I remember failing on that so miserably so many times. My kids have been asking for the longest time, Dad, can you please download Minecraft on the computer? And I feel like that's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. Well, I couldn't stream it. It's not for me. It really isn't. It's not my kind of thing. I know it's not. And I don't need another addiction, or for the most part, and I'm not making fun of, for the most part, the generation that watch Minecraft are generally in the younger generation. Like, kids between the ages of, I would say, my kids, who are 8 years old, upwards to maybe in the 20s. Late 20s. I don't feel I could really gain an audience playing that game as an MMO streamer in general. I don't think I could bring anything of interest to people. Welcome to my Minecraft world where I'm stuck 100 hours in just this week. Oh, jeez. You had 100 hours stuck into Minecraft already? Like, I look up stuff on TikTok for my kids so they can do it in their Minecraft worlds. Like, I'm just trying to help them expand their minds of ideas they can come up with. Like, I taught them how to do a zip line in Minecraft. And now they know how to do it, and it works. I'm sure you know how to do a zip line, Rage, right? Hey, good evening, who just joined? How to make a zip line. Do you know how to do that? So, if you find two mountains of even height, you'll use a metal chain to go all the way across. You'll make a hole directly below where you planted the chain on one side. You'll put a trapdoor there. You'll dig 2 blocks deep, add water. you'll jump into the water, you'll open up the trap door, and you'll start swimming forward like you're on a zip line. So, metal chain across 2 same height places. Make a hole directly below one of the chains. Dig 2 deep, put water in, jump into that hole with the water, and open up the trap door, and you'll be able to swim across. As though you're flying on a zip line from one side to the other. Give it a try. I found it on TikTok, and I think my son said it worked. Wow, there's so many Final Fantasy streamers. So many. But hey, at least I'm not at the dead bottom of the list. I'm not at the dead bottom. I'm at least visible. We will speak later, Asian. Big fiery ring with a big-ass ultimate weapon versus a group of adventurers. Who will win? They definitely do a good job of setting up like a cinematic view of when you're about to fight. Wish World of Warcraft did something like that. A good cinematic is hard to find. I'm just going around one-shotting these damn things. I don't really need to do this, but they don't really need my help to do what they're doing. There we go. Felt like if I got rid of the minor distractions, we'd be better off. Gaius von Balsar. So, after this, I'm probably going to end my stream. Is there any particular person you guys would like me to raid within the either Final Fantasy XIV community or the Ashes of Creation community? If you guys have a suggestion you would like me to raid said person, just speak up, and I will gladly raid that person with you guys to head over to them. Because I have a feeling once I end this fight, I'm going to hit level 75. I'll be 5 levels away from finally hitting 80 on Red Mage. Because I'm already 80 on Samurai. I just want to have a second 80 job. Yeah, maybe I'll raid someone in the Ashes community after this. Let's see who is still stream. Oh, no. I think we'll probably raid Hero Vision, who is talking about the NDA drop after I'm done with my stream. If he's still streaming, of course. Come on, come on. This is the last fight. This is always the longest part of the damn day, is doing this particular thing. If I'm doing like the Alliance raid, it's so much quicker. There's a lot less dialogue. It's always these main scenario ones. They give a lot of XP, a lot, but they just take forever. Come on, you stupid Asian. Let's kick your ass. Extinguish the Bringer of Light's fame. Come on now. He's almost dead, for God's sakes. This is pathetic. Boom. Gone. I got the Feeling Lucky, which automatically leveled me up to 75. And I'm going to get the bonus experience for completing this also. Alright, I can finally skip this part. Alright. So that's going to be it from me tonight, guys. I'm going to send you guys over to an Ashes of Creation content creator named Hero Vision. Tomorrow night, if you guys want to see me live, I will not be on my own channel. I will be over on Mr. Washburn's channel. Why is my thing not working? Hello? There we go. I will be over doing the Creation podcast. So you can find me there tomorrow, 8 p.m. EST, like usual. But thank you very much, guys. Have a great evening. And as always, my friends, continue staying awesome.